Hello again, Bob Lutz, Paul Suellentrop, back for another season of Shocker Basketball, and of course our video rundown of what's going on with this program. Media Day today here at Koch Arena. Paul, what'd you take from it?
I think that if you were a Shocker fan, you'd be interested to hear Greg Marshall say that practices have gotten better over the last week or 10 days. Obviously, with the guys they lost and the injuries, that's been an issue. So I think things seem to be moving in the right direction in that way, and that obviously is important.
Of course, a major storyline is trying to replace a couple of iconic seniors as well as a couple of others who were very strong contributors. Let's talk about the point guard situation because you're trying to figure out how to replace Fred Van Vliet. Several candidates, Deshaun Smith, Connor Frankamp, freshman Austin Reeves. I think they think in a pinch Landry Shamet could move over and play there. How do you see that shaking out?
Well, I would think that, like Greg said, Connor and Deshaun are the main two guys. He mentioned doing it by committee, and they really complement each other well. Connor is, a very good shooter. He's been around for a while, so he knows the system. I thought he played tougher defense in Canada, and that's helpful. Deshaun Smith is faster, can get to the basket and do some things that Connor doesn't. So between the two of them, I think that's a pretty solid group.
Looks to me like this is a throwback maybe to some previous Marshall teams where they had incredible depth, 10, 11 guys that you figured could play on any given night. Didn't always know who was going to be the mainstay, but this looks like that kind of team to me.
Yeah, they took a little bit of a hit with Peyton Allen leaving school, and you need Austin Reeves to be healthy for that. You need C.J. Kaiser to be healthy for that. But I think in a best case scenario, yeah, you're looking at 9 or 10 people, and they really like their depth.
Is Marcus McDuffie the next big thing here at Wichita State? Not that he didn't have a really good freshman year, but
Right.
Is he that guy we're talking about on some All-America lists, 2 or 3-time All-Valley player?
I think so. I think it'll be really interesting to see where they use him. I kind of see him being a Cleanthony Early kind of power forward who can make threes and stretch the defense. Greg Marshall mentioned him playing small forward. So, yeah, he's got loads of potential. There's no doubt about that.
And 4 years of McDuffie versus just the 2 of Early. So it's hard to remember that he's still just a sophomore, that all these expectations for Marcus McDuffie, and he's got 3 years left. You had a long conversation with Shaquille Morris. And you and I have talked about Shaquille Morris maybe more than any other player on this team and what he can potentially bring, staying out of foul trouble, giving the minutes. Are you convinced that Shaquille Morris can play 22 to 28 minutes a game for this team?
Convinced might be strong, but I think he's moving in that direction. He said that. Greg Marshall said that. We'll have to see because it's been that's been what Shaq's been about. Can he be in good enough shape? They say he's in better shape. Connected to that, can he avoid fouls? And if he can be a real guy you can build your offense and defense around.
Thanks to our sports editor, Kirk Siminoff, for shooting this video and holding his phone up for a long time. I'm going to guess he's going to need a rub down. Shockers, they're with their first exhibition game coming up November 5th against Augusta from Georgia. And they're bringing their golf clubs, I would assume.
The Augusta Orioles were booked that night, so they went, yes. Actually, it's a former Greg Marshall assistant is the head coach at Augusta. So
is that right?
That's the connection.
And then the regular season begins the 11th of November, South Carolina State with Willie Jeffries.
Now you're just drawing this out to punish Kirk, yeah.
We will be back. We will talk to you all season long here on Kansas.com. Thanks.